Hello, friends. So, talking about the recent farm laws being passed in the parliament and the following protests, what we have seen all across the nation with Bharat Bandh on 8th December 2020, and still one or the other form of protest blocking the Delhi routes and everything. Now, what is the reason for this protest and why these farm bills were to be passed and why these are so important? Let's get an understanding on that. So these farm bills are, in a way, allowing three major reforms in the farming economics. One is that from after these laws being passed, the retail farmers can sell their farm produce to any private player, anyone for commercial purposes, and need not limit their sales through the APMC route, which was the case before. Now, with this reform, the problem comes for the APMC registered traders who are the middlemen and who takes a lot of commission in states like Punjab and Haryana and other states as well for these transactions. Other than that, the mandi fee and all. So all of these charges are ultimately being borne by whom? These are borne by either the farmers or the consumers, in the way that farmers are getting less for their produce and the consumers are paying more for the farm products. Now, to remove this or to bring competition proper in this farm economics, government has allowed private players to or the farmers to sell their produce directly to the private players, private big corporates, and there we'll see efficiency coming into play. And also with these direct purchases from farmers, definitely these their lands and all are will be protected. So those things are definitely protections are there. Proper dispute resolution mechanisms are being put in place, and the government is happy to discuss on those and amend accordingly. So fine tunings are definitely there, but with this in principle change where big corporates are directly purchasing from farmers, a huge potential of enhancing the productivity at the farm level is out there with a lot of investments and such other supports and guarantees of purchases from these farms from the big corporates will help these farmers grow as a farmer, increase their income, which couldn't happen till date. In the past 7 decades, we have not seen proper growth in farm incomes, some real growth in farm incomes compared to the kind of labor they put in. One thing always crops up is the MSP protection. Now, MSP protection can remain even in future, and it will remain as the government is claiming. However, in a way, if we understand in principle, that is a form of market distortion, and that is leading to excessive production of a few crops such as rice and wheat, and those are also at a few geographic regions which naturally does not support such productions. For instance, rice being in the Western India or sugarcane and such other things in Maharashtra and all, these are already the water tables are very low, and more productions of such water intensive crops is not feasible scientifically. However, that is being pushed upon by these MSP, attractive MSP prices being offered by the government. So that needs to be checked down the line, and other crops from other parts of India needs to be more and more supported through MSP or other means. So bottom line being that the MSP system, what we have in existence, is already harming the economy, the water tables, ecology and all. So that needs to be checked as well. And this movement, I believe, is in the right direction, the farm bills, the reforms, because these will help down the line to increase farmers' income, to bring efficiency into the system, to enhance the supply chain system, because now the corporates will directly reach at the farm gate, so the production level will be really smooth with proper cold chain and everything. And India can leverage more and more proper exports. More forex will come to the country. Farmers will benefit. The consumers will get products at a more stable price without things being volatile. And more and more processed food will be there in India, and which will be exported as well. So a lot of employment and other economic activity will churn out from this activity, and that is the progressive nature of this reform. So these protests which are happening is largely driven by a few western states which have hijacked the entire farming economy of India in a way that the traders, the limited traders in those regions, western parts of India, Punjab, Haryana, and all, they were benefiting at the cost of farmers and at the cost of consumers and at the cost of other cultivators all across India who are producing other crops. So that had to be stopped, and these reforms are really revolutionary, and the government should stand and move forward. Thank you.